Are higher highs coming in Chainlink very soon? Well, that's what we're going to talk about right now. I'm looking at the daily chart for Link as we speak. We're up around 16, and Link has been behaving differently from some of the other coin patterns that we're seeing, and we're going to talk about that and what it means for the unique case of Chainlink. To start with, I'm going to go to one of my favorite tools, that is tradingview.com. We're going to look at their technical analysis just to get a general feel for the market. On the 1 day, they are showing a strong buy, oscillators a buy, moving averages a strong buy. On the 1 week, it's showing a buy with oscillators neutral and moving averages a strong buy. And then on the 1 month, we see a buy with oscillators neutral and moving averages a strong buy. Now, like I said, Link is very unique right now in that it's not acting like the other coins and has not acted like the other coins since sometime in December. And let's talk about that. We all saw the run up in crypto starting from October. Let's say about right here, October, we were roughly around 7 to use a nice round number. And we saw a fantastic run up in November up to 16, so more than double. And it has been making continuous highs until the last part of December, where it hit a little over 17, almost 18, and then has been given back down to 12 before kind of ranging here in the middle. Now you can also see, except for this falling out below that was caused by some rumors in Bitcoin on the 3rd of January that caused all of crypto to fall below this rising channel. In Link, that was the reason that Link actually fell out of this channel. Then it has gained back since. But minus this fallout below, you can see Link has been making steadily higher lows and higher highs since November. But it has been different from other coins, and let me give you an example, maybe a couple. Here's ADA. It, of course, had its fantastic run up in October as well. Here is its November highs, and then it broke much higher in December, basically almost doubled in December, and its high was way up here. The same thing you will see with VET. It made its highs here in November, and then a significant run up after that. DOT is the same, significant November, then a significant run up. Solana was the same, although it really never stopped. Here was its November and then a significant run up. You'll notice Link did not do that. It was one of the few coins that didn't. It made a nice run in November, but there was no big December push up to 23, 24. Now you could say, and rightly so, that it had already done its work because it had. It did go up 2.5 times just in November, whereas it took December for those coins that I just mentioned to make that 2.5 move. So you could say, well, Link just went up faster and more furiously than others, and it's since been grinding out higher highs since, and that would be right. The difference is now that it's kind of got a different look to it than the other coins as well. So it has this channel that we've got going on, but it's actually pulling higher, it's pushing higher, whereas all these other coins that I just mentioned are definitely have downtrends. So there's ADA there. VET definitely has a downtrend. Solana definitely a downtrend. DOT definitely a downtrend. Link, oh no, there's really no downtrend. In fact, it's actually, I wouldn't count that as a downtrend at all because, not yet anyway, unless it fell on down, because it's actually starting to make higher highs that we're seeing, which other coins are not. So all that to say, Link is by itself, it's a unicorn. It is acting differently than other coins. I've been referencing Bitcoin a lot with these other coins and trying to decide what Bitcoin's going to do. Just a real quick note, I think it's either going to go directly to 40,000 or pop up and then fall. But I do see 40,000 in the near future for Bitcoin. But I don't know that Link will follow that. You know, Link is kind of doing its own thing. And as long as it stays in this channel, it's just going to keep rising. Bitcoin could fall to 40,000 and perhaps Link would carry on down. Eventually, this is the big level of support that I see between 10 and 12. But the way Link is acting is it's just continuing up. Now, it's not shooting stratospherically, I don't think that's a word, but up to the stratosphere, but it is grinding higher. And unlike Bitcoin here, where it's definitely got this push on this downward channel, it's like this thing is barely holding. Well, Link said, I don't care about it. I'm going to get back in it and carry on up. So, what do I foresee for Link? I see it staying in this channel right now. I don't see any reason for it to fall out. If Bitcoin here does start falling down to 40,000, you would think there would have to be some sympathy moves from Link. But again, Link is it's its own coin right now. It's not following the rest of the market, and it's a strong coin. Long term, everything is looking fantastic. I mean, just look at this nice base that you certainly, if you were holding Link during this time period, you had to practice quite a bit of patience. Goodness, it stayed in that base for a year and a half between 5 and 10. So you have definitely been practicing your patience if you've been holding Link for a while. But this is just a fantastic run up. Let's draw a line here, see what we see here. Let's draw a line here and see what we see here. Nothing particularly unique about that line. I like this one better, actually. What's that, around 13 and a half or so? And this is on the weekly chart. This line right here is the bottom of this wick. It's the bottom of this wick here. It's kind of the open and closing of this week. And so I kind of like this level right here as being very important. And this level is obviously important, about 17 and a half. It's the high of this swing high so far. It's almost the high right here. So I like that level. It's the high of that week. So I like this level right here of 17 and a half. This seems to be where we're going to be ranging for the next little while, and perhaps even grinding upward. So the next level of resistance, not that I know that it's going to go up and hit it, but the next level of resistance is back up here to this 18, and that is fully inside this rising channel, which is good news. I certainly don't think we'll fall straight down to 12 if we fall. If we do, we're going to have to obviously visit this 13 and a half, which has seemed to have held quite nicely. Even when we came below it the last 2 times, we've quickly rebounded and gone back in. So look, this area right here seems to be just fine for Link. And if it can keep grinding forward, grinding up, which so far it's made no indication that it can't, look, you're in good shape with Link. I think you'll look back at the end of 2024, and if you pick up Link anywhere in this range, I think you will have been happy to have done so, because it is a strong coin and looks fantastic for carrying higher whenever Bitcoin can get itself back in line and start making higher highs as well. So that's my look at Link. It's definitely unique. It's doing its own thing right now, but there's good hope, and it looks really good for continuing higher and maybe even withstanding a Bitcoin fall. If Bitcoin is going to fall in the next few weeks, I don't think Link is going to be as affected as some of these other coins we talked about. All right, there it is. I will keep you updated. Take care.